go. I'm getting a hand wave. Hey Terry, what's going on? I want to go live with you guys because it's about to be the end of the year and a lot has happened. So just want to talk to you guys, ask some questions if you guys have them, just chat a little bit. Chat for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on how good our conversation is. Hi, Andrew. Yes, God, I am just like so excited. Can't believe that is the end of the year already. Um, yeah, it's just so crazy. Oh, hey, my impressionist, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Y'all start dropping questions in the comments down below, and yeah, let's chat it up a little bit. Right now, it is like so dreary right now. In Atlanta, it's like just wet, nasty, rainy. Let me let y'all guys see real quick. Y'all see that? That's the front yard. Y'all see how long my driveway is? It's crazy, right? But anyway, back on it. Hey, hey, R, what's up? New YouTube review. Shout out to you from Bay Area. What's up? I never been to the Bay. I heard it's chill in the Bay. I gotta go out there. All right, guys. I am just waiting. See what's going on. Hey, Shannon, how are you? All right, guys, drop me some questions down below. Start answering some questions. Just talk about the new year. Of course, I started this, I wanted to do this live just to celebrate not only the fact that I reached, what, 14,000 subscribers. Like, it's crazy. Like, literally, it's so crazy how like this channel has grown so much, and a lot of you guys are day oneers, and a lot of you guys are just now joining. So, I just thank each and every one of you guys again. Like this is just so monumental to me, and just like the community that we've created has just essentially just touched my heart, like for sure, because I didn't imagine anything to this extreme. And again, it's just been so welcoming, and you guys have been so loving for the whole time, and I'm just literally blown away. So thank you to the Impressionist, and to everybody new. An Impressionist is something that the community named itself like last year. Remember that? So that is so cool to see you guys. All right, guys. Let's see. I'm scrolling the chat. All right, I got a question for me. All right, what is your favorite generation of music to react to? What you consider during some 70s, or is that too far back? Well, no. So, I actually have a Patreon, and everybody who's familiar with the Patreon knows that it's your picks, and everything I react to comes from Patreons. Period. Right? So, anything you guys pick as reaction is what I react to. I don't discriminate. I've reacted to stuff as old as from something from like the 1940s. So, no, I don't have any discrimination with genres. And I've been asked this question before, like, what's my favorite decade to react to? Really, I don't necessarily have one. I think each decade is different, and each decade within the decade is different as well. Like, for instance, I'll take like the 70s, right? So you start off with the early 70s. It's more kind of like a natural sound of things, right? The songwriting is much more expressive. But then when you get like down to the mid to late 70s, you start to get like disco, funk, right? And the lyrics are maybe not as good, but some of the songs just are strictly fire. So, or long story short, if you want to request some 70s picks, just visit me on Patreon, and yeah, pick those picks out and I react to them. Angie says, congratulations on your success. I know you are currently on a done journey, but which artist or group would you like to explore more? Hmm, that's a good question. Like, again, I always say I started this whole channel just because of Olivia Newton-John to begin with, right? Like, I wanted to explore her catalog, and a lot of the patrons picks have actually kind of given me a chance to do that. A lot of people are asking me to explore Janet Jackson, which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a deep dive on like Diana Ross and the Supremes. I find Diana Ross very fascinating. I wouldn't even mind doing a deep dive on Cher, like so. Yeah, like I'm pretty much open to it, but honestly, I want to do my next deep dive like on like Dynasty or Knots Landing or something like a TV show. Because those are always so super. Those old TV shows are always super good to me as well. So yeah. Hi Jennifer, how you doing? Terry, what's up? Congrats, E. Do you follow Madonna her socials? Do you stream any of her music? Hi Terry. So no, I don't. Um, I don't follow Madonna on her socials. Number one, I really don't follow like any celebrity per se on like social media. Honestly, like I really don't like. I just like follow like vlogs of like the Shade Room or like Neighborhood Talk or like it's a YouTuber on here right now. She does a lot of cool videos. Lori Hill, like the plastic surgery videos. But as far as celebrities, nah, I really don't follow like honestly, y'all gonna laugh, but like the only celebrity I follow on social is like Joan Collins. And honestly, I wouldn't want to follow Madonna right now on socials anyway because like we are so deep in the journey that I don't want to kind of like blur today with the past, if that makes sense, right? I'm trying to like keep a untainted perspective of her career, so by the time we get to like this point, I'm able to objectively still look at her career without being, I don't know what you say, kind of like it being like construed by what's happening today or something. You know what I mean? So yeah. Jennifer, congrats on the new baby and success on the channel. Thank you, thank you. And in case you guys like, speaking about the baby, so I was running for the longest time because I'm like, okay, well, as I'm posting videos again, like people was watching day one, like, are they noticing I'm looking different? Like literally, like my belly is so big now. Like my neck, it feel like I got like a rose or something. And my face is fatter, of course. I was like, man, are people noticing I'm pregnant or not? And you know, for those of you guys who don't know, I did a whole video about like this whole journey and how we got here with little baby Empress. Again, like we're so excited for her to come. And if you guys want to actually get baby Empress some Christmas presents, I'm gonna drop the registry in the description of this video. But yeah, first time mom, first time being pregnant. I remember like when I was younger, I used to be like, man, I used to see like sitcoms. It's like, oh, those pregnant women, like they just over exaggerating, talking about eating for two, and like the ladies always holding their backs, like their backs hurt. But listen, as a pregnant woman, there was no exaggeration. Like literally, like this baby Empress is she's been a journey for real. Like and again, I'm expected to have her in February, so we're so excited. We're so excited. So pretty soon, y'all gonna be seeing little toddler Empress coming on. Let's get to it. All right, let's see. My chat disappeared. Hold on. Where y'all at? All right, let's see. John, what's up? John C. John from London. He says, what was the last album you downloaded or bought for your personal listening? Wow. So, John, this is so funny. Like, I have, let me see, not downloaded no music. Like on my hard drive, like on like Apple Music and none of that. And like, I want to say since like 2000 and maybe like 14 or something. Like I'm totally like a streamer really, and honestly like I got Sirius SM like in my vehicles, so I just listen to Sirius SM when I get into the vehicle. But like I don't know, like I don't necessarily, and maybe this is the state of music today. I don't necessarily seek music like I used to. Like when I was like younger, I used to be like, oh, I gotta get this album. I gotta find out like who's the hottest rapper. And like now, like honestly, these folks be rapping, I'd be like, who? Like they all about sound the same to me. And so honestly, also with me just having a reaction channel, a lot of my music listening comes from these songs that you guys request. So if I'm not in the car, honestly, I'm not even like listening to music. If that makes sense. If I'm not in the car or if I'm not reacting, I'm not listening to music. Which is so crazy. But I will say though, the last like physical like CD that I bought was 2009. Well, I didn't buy it, but actually Pressure bought it for me for Christmas. I got it. Pressure bought it for me. My mom bought it for me, and so did a friend. Three people bought me the same CD, but it was like that Michael Jackson CD that came out after he died. Like they all know I'm a big Michael fan, and I was convinced when I heard it, I was like, some of these songs ain't Michael. Like, and I understand there was a lawsuit later that said the same thing. Like the real fans know, like, whoa, these not MJ vocals, okay? All right. Anyway, let's see what's the next question. But great question, John. Like you would think I listen to music all the time, but I used to, but now I just listen to the reactions. All right, Todd. Hey, what's up, Todd D? Great to see you as well. Jeffrey, what's up? Jeffrey says, "Hey Empress, how many months are you now? You look great." Jeffrey, believe it or not, I'm 7 months. And thank you all, by the way, for that compliment as well. Because sometimes I don't feel great. Like it is so strange seeing like your body transform. Like literally, I went from having abs to a belly. And not only that, like it's like I sound like man, like an old lady, like I'm struggling to get out of bed and be like, oh help me. Person gotta like help me roll over a little bit, you know. But again, I'm just so thankful to God to be at this point again. Like my this is something that we both prayed for, we're excited for. So 7 months. The due date is around February 10th. So yeah, y'all should be seeing pictures of little baby Empress soon. All right, let's go. Let's see, Jennifer. I'm sure you've heard some of Bruno and Silk Sonics music. Yes, but I think that would be a good rabbit hole to explore all their music. Yeah, I feel like Silk Sonic's cool, but like if I want to explore somebody, like I don't know, like I gotta find them like fascinating. Like I don't find like Bruno Mars fascinating at all. Like I think he's a good modern artist of today, but personally I feel like he just uses a lot of like what old school references at this point, right? It's kind of like since I seen all this old stuff, like I'd be like, like for instance, Harry Styles, like I think he got a good album, but it to me it's kind of like, oh, this sounds like some stuff from like maybe like the 80s, 90s, you know what I mean? Like I can hear like the influences at this point. So like I would rather kind of like explore like the original people, like Madonna for instance. Like I when I what was the first video of hers I saw? Like I think it was erotica. I had no idea, but I the way I was like, whoa, like huh? How what is going on? And then not only that, of course, like being Michael Jackson, man, you always hear people either call Britney Spears the queen of pop or they call Madonna the queen of pop. And so I'm kind of like, oh, okay, like she's the queen of pop, but like, why they call her that? So that's why I was interested in like exploring her as far as like a whole career. And yeah, like Silk Sonic, I feel like they're too new for me. All right, let's go. But I'm not gonna hate though, cause I did like what's that? Not the window song. Leave the door open. I think everybody like that song. Leave the door open. But again, that was a throwback to like some 70s R&B group, right? Like the whole sound's just throwback. But okay, anyway. See, Jennifer, now you got me on a rabbit hole. Alright, let's see. Terry, that's understandable. Can't wait for the rock or dive. Terry, that's coming up soon. Hey, Steven. Mine's was Beyonce's latest. Ooh, John. Okay, so how do you feel about Beyonce's latest, John? Because I'm not really feeling this Renaissance era. Honestly, listen, in my opinion, and if somebody in the beehive in here, y'all might sting me, but I feel like Beyonce's last good album, in my opinion, was for. Okay? Alright. Let's keep it moving. Alright. And then also, like, honestly, I'm one of the people, I don't really like to hear Beyonce curse out hard either. Like, she cursing a lot on this Renaissance album. I'm not really feeling that. But anyway, Haven. Hey there, just joining. Hey, Haven. What's up, Christopher? Thanks, Tom. Hey, my boy Darnell. And tell my happy early birthday. You know it's SAG season. Thanks, Darnell, for that compliment as well. Tom, you should do some mother son reactions. Having my baby, Paul Anka. Look, Tom, by the time I do those reactions, I'd have been had the baby, okay? All right, let's see. Terry, music nowadays all sounds the same. Today's music don't hit like it used to. I agree. I feel like even like early 2000s, like music used to hit, like you would get excited. Like at least I would get excited or something. Like, oh snap! Like what is that? Like I feel like music went to garbage honestly around about like 2010, like when dubstep started taking over and that Kesha era. Like music been downhill for me ever since. Okay. All right. Let's see. Red letter. Congratulations, Empress. Very happy for your success and upcoming baby. How are you feeling? What's up, Red? So at times I feel like really good. I have like a lot of energy, but they say like when you enter into like the third trimester, which I am in right now, like you start feeling like you did the first trimester. So a lot of like tiredness. Sometimes like I didn't never necessarily suffer from morning sickness, and honestly, I only thrown up once this entire pregnancy. But in the first trimester, it always felt like I was like feeling nauseated, right? It's like I had a nauseated like taste in my mouth, if that makes sense. Like you can imagine, you just always feel like you gotta throw up but never throwing up, like how ill that feels. That was me. But and then it's also kind of like interesting because I'm such a person of like energy, like yes, it's good morning. I wake up tired, or if I'm like trying to just do like a simple task like clean up or something, like I get tired so quickly, and yeah, and I have to pee a whole lot. Right, let's see. Terry, music nowadays. Hey, I read that one, Terry. Todd, do you ever see thumbnails for Madonna vids on YouTube and get impatient to see them? That drive me crazy. Well, so sometimes I do, like at the end of like a video of hers I'm watching, of course, it's just the new how YouTube works. You see like the thumbnails, and then some like sometimes I look at it, I'm like, whoa, like she look like different or something. You know what I mean? So like I can't wait to get to certain areas, and then also like you guys as a community, especially those on that Madonna journey, have always kind of like been hyping certain eras up to the point where I'm like, okay, okay, I'm ready to get this era because everybody keep hyping it up. So, um, after this erotica era, a lot of people are hyping up either that movie Evita or it's something about the light. Whatever era that is, but that's what people keep hyping up. So I'm definitely excited to get there. All right, John says I agree. Didn't show the vocals. Oh, you talking about that Beyonce album? Yeah, it's like Beyonce. What you doing? You want to rap or what? Okay, like this not the Beyonce I grew up on. You know what I mean? Like it's like where are the vocals? And not only that though, Beyonce is fascinating as a deep dive, but I wouldn't do her because she's just too current right now. But one of the things that I personally love about doing deep dives on artists, and I mean, I see it in the Madonna journey as well, like, especially with women, the evolution of the voice and how it changes is always very interesting. Like, at this point in time, Beyonce's voice has totally changed since I would say, even released B Day at this point, right? And it's kind of like, it's always so fascinating to understand, like, what led to those changes. Of course, you have like natural just age progression, but if people partake in vices and things like that, or is it stress, or is there kind of like some kind of vocal cord thing happening? It's just always fascinating to me. Oh, I lost the chat again. Oh no, y'all. Okay. Let's see. Damn, what's up, Ethan? Mariah or Whitney? Ooh. Okay, so disclaimer: I haven't heard all of their catalog. Like, I was a person I said all the time about Mariah. Like, I didn't know Mariah had a career before Glitter. You know, so like all these old Mariah songs, like never knew they existed. And I even told my friend, Whitney, I saw me reacting with him. Like, I don't remember hearing like it's some Christmas songs I remember hearing like since like birth basically like Santa Claus coming to town this Christmas, rocking around the Christmas tree, the jingle bell rock. But I never remember hearing all I want for Christmas is you. Like never. And it seemed like to me like in the like what 2000 late 2010s like it was a resurgence of this song and like Mariah was branded like the queen of Christmas but like as a child I don't remember hearing that stuff but anyway um okay so Mariah or Whitney I'm gonna have to choose Whitney like I like Mariah too but and I respect Mariah as a songwriter as a producer but I would say I like Mariah's stylings, yes, but Whitney, like here's some Whitney songs. My soul has been touched. Right, I've gotten like goosebumps for real. With Mariah, it happens every now and again, but Whitney is like whoa, like that was an amazing performance. Like no hands down. All right, let's see. Where we at? Where we at? I low key missed dubstep. Either you can have that. Tom, you're burping for two. I guess so, Tom. Todd, love hearing you say music stalled in early 2000s. I thought it was just me getting old. I mean, no, like I was a little kid, and like every time I hear music from the early 2000s, it's kind of like, oh, childhood. So it could be some nostalgia at play, but just as a music lover myself, like I know like good music, and it seemed like after like I said, like during 2010s, right? Basically, you had a lot of that, like I said, like dubstep, EDM, and then now, for instance, especially like in like hip hop, you're getting like samples from the 2000s. It's like what? Like, huh? Like this is crazy. Like when Jack Harlow sampled "Glamorous Life," it was like whoa, dang, like that was just like what some years ago. Like, and it's kind of like where's the originality? I feel like in the 2000s, even though there was sampling involved, you could still hear some original beats. I feel like now, like there is no originality in music. Like I haven't heard no new sound per se in music. Like it's been like, oh, like what is that? Like no. Let's see. Where we at? Haven. I had that nausea feeling 24/7 for the entire 9 months. Oh my gosh. I only gained baby weight as only ate sufficient to sustain a baby. Yeah, like honestly, like people I feel like don't even think that I'm pregnant. Like when I go out to the store, they just think maybe like I'm like a little like thick or something. I just tell people like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. Like, can you help me lift up that water? Like, oh, you pregnant? Like, yeah. RBS, erotica, erotica. Okay, we getting there. Todd, Ray of Light, 1997, All Killer No Filler. Oh, that's that album from Madonna. All right, Todd, that's what you say, but we will see. Donnell, women music do tend to have more of an evolution. Yes, vocally envious. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think women are always just so. No disrespect to the guys, but I feel like women are always more fascinating than men. Thank you, thank you. Beyonce has been copying Solange's artistic vibe, and it just doesn't fit her. Ooh, I mean, honestly though, I would say I would put if we talking about Beyonce after four, I would say Cranes in the Sky kills everything. That's Solange songs. Cranes in the Sky. I had to put one in the air. Okay, that song I feel like shut down anything in Beyonce catalog after anything she made after four. Okay, so shout out to Solange. I thought I didn't know Mariah had a career after Glitter, so that's where I'm at. LOL. Oh dang, Ty, that's messed up. Cause honestly, Like people look at me crazy because I enjoy a lot of like the Mariah albums. Like after good like Memories of Imperfect Angel, MC Square, not so much, but like I even like her last album she dropped, Caution. I thought that was pretty good. But anyway, 2011 was when I first started really hearing all I want. That's what I'm saying, Ethan. Like I don't remember just growing up as a little kid at the Christmas tree hearing all I want for Christmas. Like to this day, I don't even know all the words to that song, and I like Christmas music. So, all right. Speaking of Christmas songs, Madonna Santa Baby is hilarious, breathless air sounding. Christopher, what's up? I reacted to that Santa Baby. She made that in the '80s, I believe, like during the Like a Prayer, like after Like a Prayer dropped, or right before it dropped. But yep, I reacted to it. Ethan, yeah, I love both. But Whitney is my birthday twin. Okay, okay, Whitney's better live. I just feel like Whitney, like again, just like that vocal presence. Like, and again, Mariah has it, but of course, even just hearing early Mariah, when I heard Vision of Love for the first time, I was shook. Like, whoa, Mariah has so much more vocal power back then than she do now because now it's that Mariah does more so styling and the whisper, right? Like, touch my body. Right? So, yeah. Now all I want for Christmas has been pushed in the last 10 days. I'm afraid for real. But I'm not mad at Mariah. Go ahead. Get that bag for them babies, okay? Like they're gonna have a check always. Better showmanship. Share a bet. Tom. Good question, but I can't really tell you because I've never seen Bet Midler on stage. Like, so I'm by default, I'm just gonna go with Cher because I've seen Cher. Some live performances of her, so but I never seen nothing from Bette Midler. I just heard like maybe three or two Bette Midler songs. One was called The Rose, and the other one, which is really good, Wings Beneath My uh what's it called? Something about wings, but some of you ever knew did you ever know that you're my hero? That song. John. I love the 80s. Sheena Easton was my favorite. Also love Prince, Whitney, MJ, Mariah, Owen J, Streisand, Paul Weller. Never heard of him. The Jam. Never heard of them. The Style Cancel. I reacted to one of their songs. It was a fireball. I remember that. RBS. I met Mariah at a Xmas album signing. She's very tall. Mariah Carey is tall? Really? Wow. That is shocking to hear, RBS. Like, when you say tall, what are you talking about? Like, she's like, what, like 5'7" or something? 5'8"? Interesting. Christopher, Mariah, who said that? It's messed up. Terry, I love Mariah in the beginning of her career. Then she changed and I can't with her. Whitney was so much better, in my opinion. Ethan, I stopped listening to new music around 2017. I feel so old. I'm 22. Ethan, that's what I'm talking about, though. It's kind of like I'll hear it, but the only time I hear new music is like, again, like when I'm in the car. I don't go out seeking new music. I don't go on YouTube and just watch videos. Like, I don't do none of that. Whitney soul stirring church based vocals can take you there. Yes, for sure, Darnell. Like, for real, I've been touched. Steven, when one artist like Taylor Swift can dominate charts like she has, you know music's broken. But what is so funny to me, like, are y'all noticing that Taylor is becoming the new Streisand? I feel like if we talk about from a kind of career perspective of kind of now she directing the movie. They talking about she gonna win the EGOT or she might win it, right? It's like wow. And to me, it's always so interesting because I remember being younger, Taylor Swift being on TRL when she had that little crinkle hair with the little guitar, and she was singing a little country song. That's what she was a country artist strictly. Then I remember telling my friend, I'm like, you know what? I feel like she gonna do like an ONJ type of situation. And that's what happened. Y'all know Olivia Newton-John started off with country. Then she slowly but surely crossed over to pop. And now the Taylor Swift a pop artist. She ain't even country no more. So and not only that though, it's also interesting how Taylor Swift is known as one of the few pop artists today, almost kind of like in the Carole King kind of walk of life. Like, oh, she write her own music, she writes songs with meaning. You know what I'm saying? So very, very interesting to me. Not gonna lie though, some of those songs off that Midnight's album, they alright, they alright. RBS. I was a DJ and up to 2018, and I said no, no more. RBS, you know you be dropping those musical facts, so we know you know about music. So that's shocking. You don't do DJing anymore? Like, wow. Red Team Whitney, love her rendition of Do You Hear What I Hear? Yeah, do you hear what I hear? Yeah, I know you're talking about. Ethan, imagine if Madonna and Mariah Carey collaborated, both MCs. Huh, that's interesting. So, you mean to tell me they never crossed paths? Interesting. Okay. Glitter is such a good album. I agree. I think Glitter was ahead of his time. I like that Rick James song. Do, 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 do. All my life, all my life, all my life. Yeah, that song really be slapping. And of course, how can you not love what is it called? I want a sugar daddy. Rainbow is my favorite Mariah album. Never heard of it. RBS, he told y'all. J. Lou, what's up? Congrats, Empress. Thank you, J. Lou. You be sending them Miss Ross pics, don't you? Terrell, hey. Thank you for the compliment. I'm so glad you caught me too. What's up, BCs? Bexy Wee Waggies. Can't wait for you to react to later Madonna music. Like, I am so curious to what my reaction is going to be as the decades continue to roll with Madonna. Right? Like, interesting. Again, I'm still waiting for that album that slaps like that first one. I haven't heard it yet. Okay? Ethan, Mariah's vocals peaked 1990 1996. And 1997, her voice declined a lot, unfortunately. Why was that, I wonder? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, how a woman, especially, and again, you made a good point, especially like old school singers. A woman's voice is going to decline, I feel like, faster than a man's, period, because at least back then, because women tended to do more vocal gymnastics, right, and hold these notes and hit the whistles and all of that. She had a big run in Vegas. I guess I'm talking about Bette Midler. J. Lou, new topic. Well, Diana Ross finally won her first competitive Grammy for the album. Thank you. J. Lou, listen. I just told everybody I want to do a Diana Ross journey later on. Honestly, I feel like if they let Diana Ross win a album at this point, it's a slap in the face. I feel like at this point, honestly, I know music was very competitive. Back in the day, you had like good albums come out. Definitely feel like if there was an album, I haven't even heard the whole album yet, but I know it slaps. That Diana iconic 1980 album should have won some kind of Grammy at least. I feel like I just feel like a slap in the face at this point. Like, it's like, okay, now you're just giving Diana a Grammy because she old. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's what I feel like. All right, but anyway, Renee, Mariah, what's up, Renee? Mariah certainly has vocal power. Credit goes where credit is due. But man, she puts me to sleep when she performs. Dang, she is so boring on stage. No presence at all, just a voice. I've seen clips of Mariah performing live, and again, Mariah doesn't strike me as a. Neither does Whitney though. Strike me as a performer who's gonna be doing a lot on stage, and I feel like speaking of Diana Ross, that's something that Diana Ross did like so superbly, right? Like she could entertain in her dresses, and she ain't have to do all this choreographed dance or none of that. It's just Diana Ross and her charm, and I think that's the magic of Diana Ross. Like a lot of artists just don't have. Like a lot of artists just can't be that charming on stage like Diana Ross, and do like minimum. When I mean minimum, I mean like as far as like movements and stuff like that. Oh, and thanks, Renee. I appreciate that. Josh, are you doing more Parallel Bear reaction? What's up, Joshua? If you guys pick it, I react to it. So, what the future holds, I do not know. And speaking of Patty, shout out to Patty. I seen this morning like she had some kind of bomb hoax at her concert. I'm like, who is trying to bomb Patty LaBelle? Okay, like go buy one of her Patty pies. Chill. Tara would love to see you react to some Five Star from the 80s. They were the UK Jackson 5. Yes. So, Tara, I reacted to a song of theirs. I know exactly what you're talking about. A little black British family, right? And, like, it was something about some clocks. Like in the video, I reacted to them. I was like, whoa, they look like some Jacksons or something. Christopher, Taylor Swift. All right, so we got a Swifty up in the house. Darnell, love. Oh yeah, Tony. I would have been in love by now if it wasn't for Tony. Oh, and Sandcastle. I didn't really like Sandcastle discos, but what was the name of that group? Solange and like the Hatley Street Angels or something like that. I really like what she had going on that era. Okay, anyway. Jeffrey, yes, 5 stars. Great. Renee, gotta give it up to Swift for her going against the industry. Such a Madonna power move. Yeah, so I feel like with Taylor Swift, like I said, Taylor Swift is very interesting to me. Like, very, very interesting. Like, I had this friend who knew a friend up in Nashville, and she said that one night, whatever neighborhood Taylor Swift was living in when she was in Nashville, I don't know if she still lived there or not. Like, Taylor Swift had like crashed her car, and her friend went to go help Taylor Swift out or something. And she like the friend, like Taylor Swift just snapped on the friend, like, don't call the police, I don't need your help, like nothing. Like I honestly I'm on the fence with Taylor Swift in regards to like I don't know. Because we think about like the little whole scandal with the masters, for instance, with what's the dude name? Justin Bieber manager too with Scooter. Okay, so my understanding is Taylor Swift had the opportunity, almost kind of like Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, right? Taylor Swift had the opportunity to buy her masters at the time. She didn't do it. And I feel like you can't get mad with somebody for doing something that you could have had the opportunity to do. Now, do I think it was smart of her to re-record her music and say, okay, I'm gonna release all my old songs and a new version of them, and people gonna buy it? Yeah, that was really smart. But then in that situation with Scooter, I always felt like, was Scooter really wrong? I mean, it was business, and in business you gotta be smart. You can't think like, oh, like Paul McCartney, I'm just gonna wait for years to buy the catalog. Like, no, if it's valuable to you, buy it. R. What do you think about Taylor Dane? She has a phenomenal voice. Yeah, like listening to some of her songs. I said it before. I like that song. How it goes? She started off real strong on the vocals about. Oh yeah, I always love you. Like yeah, I think like she had a great voice. Yeah, I think she had a great voice. And again, like I reacted, I think I reacted to like one of her first songs, or no, it was that song in particular. I was like, if I had known, like if I hadn't seen that video with that crazy hair, y'all know what song I'm talking about. It's like an up tempo song. I would have had no idea like she was white. Honestly, if I heard "I Will Always Love You," like I would thought she was like a black lady, like for real. All right, let's see. Joshua says, "What song do you still listen to that you did on the channel?" Oh wow, so that's cool. I mean, like, what's interesting is like I listen to the songs, and I think y'all know it. So there's a difference in me throwing up tens. Boom, of course. Like I throw up tens. I'm respecting the whole artistry, the package, how it's been put together. Right? I'm like, okay, it's good. But then when I say it's a fire bop, like if y'all seen my reaction to the song I just did, I just uploaded last night. What was that? Take my breath away. Like some songs, that's what I mean. Like in today's music, I'm not moved like that by today's music. Like I instantly knew when I heard that dum, 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 dum. First 10 seconds, I was like, oh, this song about to be fire. So like I would say like any song that I've ever reacted to like that, like it's like, whoa. But then what's so interesting is like I could be in a store or something or a restaurant and I hear a song and I might not necessarily like it when I react to it. I'm like, I know this song. Like I just reacted to this. So I think that's always cool. But for the most part, I mean, I got like a good memory, so it's kind of like I like a lot of the Bee Gees songs I reacted to, a lot of Streisand songs I reacted to, a lot of just a lot of the various songs I reacted to. And what it trips me out is my highest rated video outside of a short I did where I'm like dancing. It was like just a stupid short. Like this short almost got like 1 million views. I was like, what? This went viral. But anyway, my highest rated video at this moment though is Wham, and it's everything she wants. Somebody tell me. So I guess that must be my favorite song, man. All right, let's see. J. Lou Ross nominated for Best Additional Pop Vocal Album. This is her 13th nomination. She like Susan Lucci. I wanted to see Diana and Mariah collab. Didn't they do that though? At like that little Divas, the Divas thing, like her and Diana. And I mean, I feel like again, like yeah, I just feel like Diana got like a lot of hate in her career, like for real. But anyway, RBS, I'm old. Nobody wants a 61-year-old DJ. RBS. You're never too old. Remember that. Ross deserves one for sure. She deserves it, but I feel like she deserved it when she was young and on the charts, like competing for real. Like she was moving units for real when she was Diana Ross. That's when she deserved the Grammy. I feel like Joshua Watts. Love your channel. Always watching. Thanks, Joshua. I appreciate that love. John, another question for you, Empress. What's the best live concert you've been to? Tough question. Maybe a top three. Mine would be Prince, Adele, Barbra Streisand, Madonna back in the day. Well, okay, so heartbreak of my life. I never got to see Michael Jackson live. Like I was so excited when that This Is It tour when Michael was like final curtain call. But I knew when Michael said final curtain call in that press release, I was like, something about to happen and something tragic happened. So I'd be crying because I would just be like, I was born too late. Like I would have loved to see Michael Jackson bag tour, like for sure. Like that's the ultimate tour I would want to see in my dreams. Like I feel like Michael on stage is like this real like at his peak, and it's just something I would just love to see. As far as concerts like that I've been to, let me see. I haven't really, and that's funny. I really been to that many concerts. Like I've seen like of course like live bands and places and stuff like that. Um, and then like I've seen like of course like like a group concert when they have like all the rappers and stuff like that. But that's more like a festival, right? Honestly, I'll tell you the person who I've seen the most on stage, and y'all gonna be laughing, but it's Diana Ross. Like I actually seen Diana Ross, I feel like 3 times live, and this is Diana Ross like the age she at now, but she killed the show. Like again, she was so mesmerizing, and I was just so like, whoa! Like again, this is a great performer, even at this age. Like she still had a nice voice. Yeah, I said Diana Ross. Ethan, I think Mariah and Madonna had beef in the 90s. Oh, really? But they said nice things about each other more recently. Ah, interesting. Let's see, Ethan. Mariah's voice declined because her divorce, nodules, and I understand Mariah. This she used to be smoking, and I know she drank too, so that always has something to do with your vocals as well. Same thing with Whitney. Like, you can't be drinking and smoking and doing hard drugs and not expect for your voice to decline. Like that's one thing I never understand about an artist who like a Whitney Houston. Like, oh my gosh, like you have the voice. Why are you destroying it? You know what I mean? And I know like in her last days it was sad because Whitney didn't sound like Whitney no more. And it's kind of like I know she couldn't help but be mad with herself about that because, like, you ruined it. Like, you destroyed the gift that God gave you. Like, that's crazy to me. RBS. Ms. Ross should get an honorable Grammy, not for thank you. Okay. Whitney didn't dance, but she had presence and sang fully live and always changed her vocals each show. Oh, that's good to know. Renee. Yes, Preach Empress still blows my mind. You haven't seen her Super Bowl. Who is this? Whitney, Diana, Mariah, Darnell. Kelly Price said that someone, Mariah, Kelly said, okay, so this sound like Kelly Price. So you got Mariah in parentheses. Sound like Kelly Price is throwing some shade. Kelly Price said that someone wasted their voice and let it go. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, Mariah, when I heard Vision of Love, I was like, whoa. She was like growling, and I had a vision of love. I was like, what? Because again, I'm used to the right? So that's interesting. Ethan, OMG, the pay thing literally happened in my city. Oh, for real, Ethan? Sierra people was wilding, okay? Transfunctional Mia, hey, O and J here, what's up? Ethan, do you like Lady Gaga? Controversial question. Okay, so I don't know why this is controversial. I'll say this. I like Lady Gaga better as an actress. I think she's really good as an actress. Music wise, I have never liked Gaga, like, period. Like, I feel like the only Gaga song I ever liked was Paparazzi. Paparazzi. Because to me, when Gaga came out, and this is that era when ironically she changed the game because she had Nicki Minaj out here looking crazy, okay? But when Gaga came out, she always felt gimmicky to me. Like, I'm like gimmicky, and like she was stealing a lot of stuff from the 80s in my opinion. Like, that's what I always felt about Gaga music wise. I just never vibe with like Gaga music like that. And I didn't really get appreciation for her voice until I seen Stars Born. So that's Gaga for me. Darnell, someone must couldn't have gotten there. Patty Pie was mad. Can't wait another minute. Yep, that's that 5-star song. Thanks, RBS. All right. Tara wins Bubble Due. The baby is due February. Around February 10th. So again, y'all will be seeing Baby Empress soon. React to Jackson 5 Christmas album. Ooh, Darnell. So I actually reacted to, I think it's I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Yeah, little Michael. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Darnell, tell it to my heart. Yeah, that's the video where Taylor had that crazy hair. RBS. Macca P. McCartney could only buy if Yoko. Oh, so Yoko was holding up the agreement. Again, you can't get mad with Michael. You got your girl Yoko over here tripping. Him and Yoko should have went to arbitration. Should have worked it out. You can't get mad with Michael for buying something that was valuable. Okay. Red, did you hear about Christine McVie's recent passing? Yeah, I saw that, and honestly, Red, that kind of went by, or her death kind of seemed like underrated, right? It was kind of like I didn't really get no mention of it on any really news sources like that. But again, I always said Christine was underrated in Fleetwood Mac. Transfunctional media. I love that you appreciate classic female vocalists. Oh yeah, like for sure. Like I'm just thinking, even growing up, like all of my like the music I listen to always tended to be female leaning, but I don't think that's a stretch, right? Just being a girl, like you can relate more to the girl themes in music, I guess. Yeah, and as far as like just men, like Michael Jackson has always been my favorite male artist, hands down. Period. But my favorite artist, period. You know what I mean? Darnell, Wham's Last Christmas is fire, and Taylor S made an okay cover. Give me George vocals. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Because everybody else ain't trying to do it like they could do it, but George, he got that kind of breathy. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Like George is just flowing. So I'm always gonna give it to George, right? That song is always fire. That's a Christmas song I can listen to outside of Christmas and it just still sound good. All right, Tom says, Tom, you coming with that fire. Karen Carpenter versus Linda Ronstadt. Mm. Now, this is some fire right here. Okay, so I heard a couple of both their music. So you got Karen, right? My favorite Carpenter song I've heard at this point is "You've Only Just Begun." All right, and again, Karen, nice voice, right? But I would say you wouldn't necessarily hear a lot of vocal inflections in Karen's voice, right? Karen was kind of just straight and narrow, bright lights and promises, right? But with Linda Ronstadt, okay, I heard some Linda Ronstadt bangers like Hurt So Bad. Well, let me tell you that it hurt so bad. And then you got well, that'll be the day, right? Like I think I'm gonna have to give it to Linda Ronstadt. I think Linda got more vocal prowess, so to speak. Even though I love Karen's voice, but I think Linda is more of a dynamic vocalist than Karen was. All right, transfunctional. Karen for sheer raw quality and phrasing. Yes, but I'm gonna have to go with the versatility transfunctional, like you just mentioned. John Conley, The Boss, Upside Down, I'm Coming Out, great tracks. I think I've only heard Upside Down and I'm Coming Out. And I love how that I'm Coming Out starts. I'm coming out. It's like, and then I just love how Diana in that song is like, I'm coming out. Like, I love Diana's phrase in that whole album. Like, it was just so great. And Upside Down again, she's so chill. Upside down. Like, I just love Diana. That's cool. RBS met MJ, whoa, at Tavern on the Green in 1983 with Sis Girls. Oh, the screaming. So you met Michael Jackson during the Thriller era? Like, again, one of those things I was like, I wish I was alive to like live in that era, man. Like, oh my gosh, like when I tell y'all, Michael Jackson is the reason why I love music, period, because the excitement. And I've never felt that from any other artist that I've seen in my lifetime, period, where, like, literally, I'm screaming on the edge of my seat looking at the TV. Like, no other person has ever put me in that such a way where it's kind of like, not only am I screaming, but after I see it, now I want to go and emulate it, right? Now I want to go practice these moves. Like, no other artist has ever did that for me, period. And I would have been one of them screaming girls. I probably would have fainted on sight, like, Michael Jackson. Darnell, my uncle slept outside in line. That's what I'm talking about. Where them days at? Where people used to have to sleep outside in the cold. Like, the artists back then had to be appreciative of their fans because them fans was putting in the work just to come out and support you for real. Gerald, I saw Michael on the Dangerous tour. Oh, another great tour. I'm talking about who else y'all know flying out the stadium with the little jetpack on. Like, dangerous. Like, come on now. Totally. When he popped out, oh yeah, when he just popped up, Michael was like, whoop, he just stood there, like for like what, like a minute. Everybody like, Michael. Yeah, that was amazing. And you seen that live, man. My mind was blown seeing it on TV. Okay, John, agree that Whitney ruined her voice. She had a spectacular. Yes, man. So tragic, like just so tragic, just so tragic. RBS. Celine was a pro in securing her vocals. No talking, resting vocals. Okay, so whoa, Celine. Again, my prayers go out to her. I heard about her having that. What's the disease? Like, is it called like, uh, walking statue or something? Like, oh, so terrible, right? Like, and to know that she could lose her voice. Like, I didn't know the lady from Sound of Music lost her voice. Oh, a dear, a female dear. Like, that has to be terrible to lose the vocals that has basically gotten you through everything in your life, the good times, the bad times, and yeah, that has to be so terrible. Ethan, yeah, I like Gaga, but she was heavily inspired by Madonna and others. I mean, I didn't even know nothing about Madonna, but I just knew like, okay, she got some kind of '80s obsession happening, and I didn't like it. Ethan, OMG, your baby's gonna be an Aquarius, great zodiac sign. For real, I don't know anything about Aquarius, but okay, she's gonna be great regardless. Chance Fletcher, your baby be an Aquarius, great signs for the time. Hey, Edward, thank you. RBS, I was supposed to promote Lady Gaga's Just Dance. Oh my gosh, I hated that song. Just Dance. Now that's a song they played too much. And I turned it down for the very reason Empress said. I was heartbroken when she blew up. Alright. Oh, but I remember though, honestly, the first time I saw Gaga, this is interesting. It was on BET. Her and Wale, this is probably the only Gaga song I ever downloaded. Her and Wale had a song, and she was on the hook, and it was like, look at that, look at that, look at that, yeah. Something like that. I forget what the song was, but I used to like it. And I was like, dang, so Gaga just went pop, and I don't think she ever collaborated with no hip hop artist. Was Snoop, or it was R. Kelly who she collaborated with. Alright, anyway. Can't wait for February. You're looking so well, Mama. Thanks, Sarah. Edward, can't stay long, but love you. Love your channel. Love you too, Edward. John Conley, I had tickets for MJ. This is it. You had tickets? Oh my God. I talking about when I know I was heartbroken. I know you was like, man, what? And I hated that song. Like, and I don't really hate no Michael song, but when I heard this is it, I was like, man, I'm talking about the summer 2009, summer in the morning. I was just like, my brother, he was working at a grocery store, and he was like low key, but not really low key. He was stealing these magazines for me, and like these Michael tribute magazines. I got so many of them. He was bringing them home because I was just so sad. Like I was just like crying and like I can't believe Michael is dead. Like it was messed up, man. And like you said, you can't take away that talent, John. Like it's Michael Jackson at the end of the day. You just it's undeniable. Tied. Gaga early career was like Madonna on fast forward with endless different looks, but never let it end up sink in before her next thing. Yeah. But she wore that meat dress, I was just over her. Like, what in the world? Again, she was just too gimmicky for me. And that's one thing I never got from Madonna, at least in this journey. Madonna never felt like a gimmick to me. And maybe I would have felt differently if I lived in the 80s. But Gaga was just like, what is she doing? Anyway, yes, prayers for Celine. Kimmy Poo, hey, what's up? Representing the DMV. Transfunctional media, Karen had amazing phrasing. I agree. Yes, amazing phrasing. Todd, I low key love Kelly Carson's covers. She does on her show, always makes every song her own. And that is why I always tell Word to this. Kelly Clarkson is the best American Idol of all times, hands down, period. Like, I remember watching Kelly, it was like being young, that's my mom like, can we call to vote for her? You know what I mean? Like I always thought she was talented, like for sure. RBS Love Hurt So Bad. Yeah, that song go hard. Hurt so bad. Kimmy Poo, thank you for the congratulations. John, favorite MJ track, Empress. John is like asking me to pick my favorite children. But I always tell everybody in my life this. If I was ever in a coma, the song I want you to play is Billie Jean, okay? Like Billie Jean is always going from that like I don't if somebody's not tapping or moving to Billie Jean, they dead, okay? Steven, I feel Laura Branigan is underrated. Sure, she didn't have the huge career, but she had so much power and control. I mean, from the songs I heard, especially self control, like she was snapping. You take my self control. That was fire. Tom, Al Green versus Marvin Gaye. Hmm. Okay, so at this point, honestly, I think I've heard more Al Green songs than Marvin Gaye's. And I always say Al Green remind me like of like Southern cooking, grits, collard greens. Like anytime I hear his music, like it just reminds me of, like Sunday, like dinner at grandma's house for some reason. Okay, with Marvin, like I never haven't really heard that many Marvin songs. You know, besides like Let's Get It On. Um, and I heard like a few he did with Diana Ross on the album. So I guess by default, I'm just gonna go with Al Green. Darnell. Endless Love, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie versus Mariah Carey and Luther Vandross. Haven't heard that song, so maybe somebody should pick that. That's a Patreon request in the future. RBS. April 1983, baby. A girl named Angie started dancing for him, and she didn't get his autograph because she was dancing for him and tried to steal mine. Oh, snap. Is this Michael Jackson story? Like, RBS, what is this? So she didn't get an autograph from him because she was dancing for him. So she was like a backup dancer. Like, what you mean? Try to comment down below. Transfunctional media, ONG, listen. I mean, ONJ, listen to Gaia. I think I pronounced that right. Indigo Women of Song. I think I've heard a few of those songs actually from some of the patrons. Graphic Jack. Hey, Graphic Jack is my boy. What's up? Empress and the Impressionist, congrats on the milestone. Transfunctional media, Julie Andrews. That's her name from Sound of Music, okay? Tara, I slept outside London Wembley Stadium waiting for Madonna's 1993 girly show. That's something else y'all keep on telling me, like, oh, I can't wait till you see the girly show. So I can't wait to see that. Like, Tara, you out here sleeping on the ground. Literally the good old days. So our opening night. Wow, you remember the opening night. They had to be legendary. Like, wow, that's crazy. Let's see, transfunctional. Lost box from the anesthesia during surgery. Oh, it's always a risk. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, that sound like it hurt. Darnell, I want to be where you are is one of my MJs. Yes, I want to. That's little MJ, and that's the thing about Michael Jackson though, because I feel like you got Michael Jackson. No, you got little Michael Jackson, right? Jackson 5. That's the Jackson 5 during the Motown years. Then you got teenage, getting to young adult Michael. That's the epic years. That's from like what I want to say like 76 to about like 81. And I would say from the Jacksons, that Triumph album, underrated period. And that is where I feel personally you hear the shift in Michael Jackson's vocals. Like he comes alive. Like it's something about the Thriller vocals that's just like electric, like woo! Like you start hearing it around that 1980, 1981. The Triumph albums where you hear it first, and then when he do Thriller, you just hear it like, oh snap! Because on like Off the Wall, Michael was still having like silky vocals, right? Again, always powerful, but it's like not that same powerful you hear on like. I always use the example of "Can You Feel It," the song when Brother Randy is singing. It's like Randy, when you look around, whole world's coming together now, right? It's kind of like it's all right. Then Michael come on, now tell me, can you feel it? You just gonna stand up like, yes, I can feel it. You know what I mean? So, power Michael Jackson and Danielle, yes, I love. I want to be where you are too. Young Michael Jackson, like high pitch. I can hit the note. I wanna be where you are. Oh, oh. And that was little Michael Jackson with them ohs. So Tired. I like Gaga most when she does old standards. Oh, really? She do old standards? I didn't know that. Her voice just works so perfect for that style. John Billie Jean, a good choice for sure. Best American Idol loser, J Hud for me. Yeah, J Hud for me too. Like I mean, at the end of the day, Jennifer won her Oscar. Jennifer got her TV show. She hosted. Now, musically, though, I always felt like Jennifer was born too late, honestly. Like, I remember Spotlight dropped. Spotlight always sounded like it could have been made like in the late 70s, right? Like, I feel like Jennifer could have sung To Be Real, To Be Real, right? Like, I feel like musically, Jennifer's music has kind of like, if you was talking about catalogs, I had to put her against Fantasia. I would go with Fantasia from a musical perspective, even though I feel like Fantasia got played a lot on music too. Because I just remember Spotlight and then that song R. Kelly wrote for her, Where You At? And that's about it from Jennifer. And then she had that one song where T.I. jumped on the remix. And that sounded like the song you about to clean up the house with. I forgot what it was called, but yeah. Favorite musical? I think I'm hands down to give it to Grease. Yeah, that's a music I could watch over and over again. But old Hollywood musical, for sure, I would give it to Gentlemen Prefer Blonde. Shout out to Marilyn Monroe, Jane Russell. Like I like that too. I can watch that movie all the time. All right, let's see. Gone Too Soon about Michael. Oh yes, Gone Too Soon. He wrote that about the little boy Ryan White, who I guess he's like the first maybe child to have AIDS or something like that. Like I remember I was little, I was watching the video, and I'd be like, "Damn, I got a funeral. Like this is sad." Yeah. Jerry, do you know the sex of your baby? Do you have a name picked out yet? Yes, know the sex. We're having a girl, baby Empress. The name I'm gonna keep private. Tired. Gotta go, Empress. Sunday with mom. Oh, tell mom I said hello. Thanks for stopping by. Kimmy Poo. J Hud had disco vibe. Exactly. RBS. Andrew tried to snatch my autograph at the tavern on the green side entrance. We knew he left through the back. So we went there, so did everyone else. So, I mean, did you get the autograph or not, RBS? Like, let me know. Transfunctional media. In the morning, O and J. Review. I have reviewed transfunctional media. Type in the morning, Empress Reacts. You're gonna see it. And that song, I'm not gonna tell you my reaction. Watch the video. John agreed. J Hub material not great. Yes, but the voice. But again, Jennifer voice too. Like I always make the joke. Jennifer be loud too, though. You know what I mean? So I remember she used to have that weight loss commercial. She'd be like, "It's a new dawn. It's a new day." Like literally, because I sleep with the TV on. I used to get woke up out my sleep like, "Dang, Jennifer." Graphic Jack. Does anyone remember Trent? Who? Trancy from Idol. I felt like she got robbed. That was the Clay Aiken season, I think. Trancy? Nah, that does not ring a bell. And I always felt like Clay should not have been on Idol, but anyway. or was Ruben the Idol that season? Was Ruben the Idol? I think so. The Velvet Teddy Bear. Renee, did you ever hear that Ozzy Osbourne track from Madonna from 1982, 1983? What? No. This is like before Madonna got a record deal. Like, interesting. Okay. RBS, I was supposed to promote Spotlight, the club misses. They gave it to someone else. Dang. I don't like living under your spotlight. What goofy song do you secretly love? Goofy song that I secretly love. I don't feel like nothing I like is goofy. If I like it, it's legit fire. um, Goofy song. I don't know. I gotta think about that. I just know like I constantly have songs in my head sometimes though. Like it's so weird. E Groove, what's up? Hey Empress, I love Fantasia, but check out Terry Dexter too. Never heard this person. There's a whole lot of great singers that don't get popular status because money people won't let them. Interesting. Transfunctional, okay. E Groove, just so you know, your volume is getting louder to softer. Maybe because I'm pulling the phone from here to there. That season with Ruben, O and J was guest judging. For real, I do not remember that. E Groove, here too. Alright, y'all, what's up? I ran out of questions. Y'all got any more questions? Drop them now or forever hold them until the next live stream. The next live stream has to be a milestone. We'll probably do this again when I hit 15K because I think that's a huge milestone. Like 15,000 subscribers. Like, whoa. Again, I just can't believe we got 14 already. Like, that's crazy. And again, I just love you guys so much because you guys understand. You guys understand me, which I love. And again, I never really had a hard time here on YouTube. Like, some people are like, oh, you got haters and stuff like that. I never really had that happen to me. So, that's been awesome. Tara, when's Erotica coming? Soon, soon, soon. I actually just finished reacting to the interview that her and Rosie O'Donnell did on Arsenio. So y'all look for that. And of course, sorry, but slow internet right now, so I'm gonna have to break that little bad baby up into pieces. But it's fine. Y'all gonna like it. Favorite Christmas song? Ooh, okay, it's hard to choose because I like Santa Claus Coming to Town, of course, Jackson 5. I like This Christmas, Donny Hathaway. I like Winter Wonderland. Really, I don't care who sings Winter Wonderland. Like that's just the song that always go hard to me. I like White Christmas. White Christmas. Uh, yeah, that'll be my songs. Transfunctional media. Hotel sessions. Only Jay. I think I heard maybe a song or two from that album. Kimmy Poo, do you have a favorite color? Yes, my favorite color is green. I love green. Green represents prosperity, growth, health, vitality, and money. Graphic Jack, yes. Can't wait for Erotica the era. It's coming. Happy having a girl. Yes, that's what Pressure always wanted. Pressure always wanted a girl. I was leaning more toward a boy. I have two sisters, two younger sisters. So I was wanting some boy. I have two younger sisters, two younger nieces. So I was leaning more towards some boy energy. But we had us a little lovely girl. John, mine is Fairy Tale New York by the Pooh's Pose. Sorry to nag about Erotica album, but it's still the 3rd anniversary year. Oh yeah. So like I said, after I do this Rosie O'Donnell interview thing, then we're gonna get into the album. Y'all already know I've heard Erotica the song already. So I don't know if that's the first song of the album or not, but we'll find out. E-Groove, can I email you my music list? What's the address? I can email it to you. E-Groove, if you ask me to react to some songs, sign up on Patreon. Yeah, that's always in the link of my videos. In the description, you can always find a link to the Patreon. I Dream of Jeannie versus Bewitched. Tom, come on now. Bewitched all day. Like Samantha Stevens. I love the relationship her and Tabitha had as mother and daughter. They had this whole secret thing going on that Darren didn't know nothing about. I love enduring Samantha's relationship as well. And it sounds just such a cool wife, I feel like. I'm going to go with Samantha. And Samantha didn't really take herself too seriously. That's what I liked about her, too. All right. Elise, Fairy Tale New York is my fave, too. Terry, I always have songs in my head too. Yeah, someone will say something, the song pops in my head. Then I serenade them. My friends always joking about it. But like it'd be weird, Cherry, because I'm talking to people and in my head, like I'm just singing a song. It's crazy. Like let's say I just heard, let's say like Holiday from Madonna song, but like we took a holiday. But you're talking to me, I'm like, I'm engaging, but I'm hearing this song as we're talking. Like it's weird. Graphic Jack, green is the best. Yes, shout out to everybody who loves the color green. Call your baby girl green. Green, LOL. Now we gonna call her Baby Empress. So y'all, like I said, y'all get ready. Baby Empress is gonna be on the lives, and she gonna be appearing in some videos. Like she gonna listen to some music. J Lu, how backlog are you with reaction? Sorry, you probably already discussed. No, actually, I'm surprised you're the first person to ask me this. So right now, oh y'all gonna kill me. Like I am literally still in April now. Again, my apologies. I'm so sorry. Like being pregnant has been sucking energy out of me. So, like some days, especially in the beginning, I just did not feel good. That's why you guys, not only the slow internet, but that's why you guys also saw like a kind of, what do you want to call it? Like seeing less uploads throughout the day because it's like, I just can't today. But I'm promise, we gonna get caught up. We gonna get caught up. Transfunctional media Christmas song Band Aid. Do they know it's Christmas? Never heard of it. We don't have to. Looking forward to your Dynasty reviews, Empress. Yeah, like I totally want to like dissect Dynasty the series. Like that's always been a dream of mine. So I can't wait to be able to do that. Let's see. We gonna have to take our clothes off. Oh, that's that song. I heard that by that guy. I forgot his name. I didn't really like that song. I think it's like a song is era. Tara, are you on Instagram? Yes. So okay, I got my own personal page, Pressure and Empress, but like we don't post on there no more because it's kind of like we evolved from like that kind of Instagram flex lifestyle, right? So like we don't really post on Instagram no more. But I just recently started back posting on the page I had created during the pandemic, and it's called Yellow Letters Time Close-ups. And what that page was, I had created two. It was that, and I had created another one called Back to the Cul-de-sac, and they were both supposed to be like tribute pages to like Knots Landing and Dynasty. And so I'm about to drop a video as soon as we get off this live because I uploaded a Dynasty reel, and I think I uploaded here a short as well. Alexis Carrington talking about use or be used. That thing got like over 1 million views at this point. I was like, whoa, what? Like, so I'm gonna upload my reaction to that for y'all, and we gonna have a conversation down in the comments about that. Do Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue. Never heard of them. Tom, do you play instrument? Nope. I always wanted to. I've had a guitar, just never learned how to play it. I've had keyboard, just never learned how to play it. I've had electric drums, just never learned how to play it. Like, I've never learned how to play instrument, but I always desired to. But it was one of the things in my life, and I'm not really like that. But one thing in my life, I just never really went through it. I felt girl energy around you and I felt the pregnancy energy, but I didn't want to be wrong. Darnell, yes. I said, oh my gosh. Darnell, because I was asking, and you might not have joined before. I was kind of like, I was wondering, like, the any of their impressions, like, notice a difference or something? And I mean, yep, you were absolutely on the money, Darnell, when you said that. So, yep. E-Group, when are you gonna make an album? When am I gonna make an album? Oh wow, E-Group, thanks for that compliment. And again, like I always mentioned before in other lives, like my early life ambition was to be an artist, right? So it's like I wasn't trying to go to school or none of that. And so like I was like writing songs and all that. And that's how I originally started on YouTube. I was doing covers. And then I started doing like some like original little songs, whatever. But I don't know, like at this point in my life, do I desire to be in the music industry? Not really. You know what I mean? Like now, if somebody want to put me on a collab, like somebody who like hot at the moment, I'm not gonna turn that down. But like, do I want to be like an artist and like have to go through all this like fake stuff and not really, not really. Kimmy Poo, I wish we could have gotten to see Mike perform the Scarecrow live. Ah, interesting. I saw The Wiz when I was a kid, live on stage with Stephanie Mills. It was amazing. I bet that would have been cool to see like that movie cast do The Wiz. Yeah, that probably would have been dope. Jermaine Stewart, did we gotta take clothes off? Yeah, I reacted to that song. I didn't really like it. You never heard? Do they know it's Christmas, Elise? No, I haven't. Are you serious right now, bro? Really? Right now? Yeah, I'm totally serious. I haven't heard this song before. Don't react to erotica with Baby Empress. Could be awkward. Well, I already reacted to erotica, the video. But y'all told me back then that that was like the tame version. I was like, what? This is tame. So maybe I react to the X-rated version. I don't know. John, what was the last movie you saw, Empress? I saw Wakanda Forever the other week, which was great. Let's see. I didn't see Wakanda Forever. I didn't even see Black Panther. Um, the last movie I saw at a movie theater was Woman King, and I thought that was a great movie. Like, shout out to Viola Davis. I think she did a great job. Like, that was a really good movie. Taro, did you know they just reissued Everybody by M to celebrate the 4th anniversary? We were treated to a new vinyl 12-inch single with a different M picture from 1982. So cool. No, I didn't know that. Dang, it's been 40 years since that song dropped. Everybody. Dang, that's cool. Gotta check that out. Bob Geldof, never heard him, produced a major rock and pop star song. MJ, Michael Jackson was on this song. Nah, Michael Jackson could not have been on this song. If Michael was on this song, I would have heard it. Did they know it's Christmas? Michael Jackson doing the Christmas song in the 80s? I don't think so. J. Lou, do they know it's Christmas was European? Oh, that's why. Okay, okay. I knew. I'm like, no, Michael Jackson was not on this song. Because for sure I would have known about that. All right, so y'all cleared that up. Cool, cool. All right, y'all. Let's go. One more last round. Give me some fire questions. Questions you always wanted to ask. A reaction you just didn't agree with my opinion. And you know what still trips me out though? To this day, you will have some people who be like in my comments, they be like, you heard this song before. I'm like, literally, I have never heard this song in my life. Like, I didn't know who this person was until I heard this song. But what's so funny, and again, I explained this in like earlier as Empress Lies, is that again, I just love music so much, and I guess I'm just so musically inclined as to where I know where certain parts of a song is about to go. And I tell y'all sometimes I'll pause the video and be like, oh snap, I thought they was gonna hit a note here, but instead they went flat. Or, I let y'all know like, oh, that wasn't what I expected, or I let y'all know this is how I thought they should have did it. Also, some songs are just so easy with the repetition, you just be like, I start listening. Like if I'm listening to the song, by the second verse, it's like, okay, I know the chorus. So yeah, I start singing along to it. And that don't necessarily mean I like the song either, just because I'm singing along to it. Graphic Jack, did any other impressions pick up Finally Enough Love in 50 number one dance tracks? Huh? Okay, so I'm guessing this is a new release or something like that to celebrate the 40th anniversary. I don't know. But y'all let Graphic Jack know. Did y'all get that Madonna album or not? Alright, let's see. Everybody came out. I was 12 years old. I blasted all through the house. And a guy like gave me a tape with that song. Yeah, that song was fired. Everybody. Joshua, please do a reaction to Patti LaBelle. Somebody loves you, baby. Hey, make it a picture and pick. I react to it. John, can you pick a favorite reaction or one that stands out in your mind that really surprised you? Favorite reaction. I think I had a lot of good reactions as to where, and again, y'all know as well, like when I like was like, whoa, feeling this song, like, a lot of them been really good, like standouts. I mean, the first time I heard that Bee Gees "Love You Inside and Out," like I had to rewind it back. They came on the track crazy. I wasn't prepared for it. They were like, ha ha ha. I was like, what? Ha ha. Had to turn it back. I was also crazy in love with "To Be Real." that Cheryl Lynn song, To Be Real, like her vocal dynamics blew me away. What else? I mean, it's been a lot of good like Madonna reactions. I feel like, a lot of good like just Wham reaction. Now I think the song that really shocked me the most is one of my highest rated videos. As a matter of fact, is this song by the KLF, and I was like, whoa, what is Tammy Wynette doing on this track, right? Stand by your man, right? Shout out to that Showtime series too. But anyway, I'm like, Tammy Wynette on a dance track, and when Tammy Wynette came on the track, she turned it up. Justified and we're ancient. It just worked. Like, that's been one of the kind of most, I feel like, weirdest collaborations that I wasn't ready for. But it works though. Let's see, Jim Morrison of the Doors versus Michael Hutchinson of NSS. I haven't really heard that many Doors songs, honestly. Um, I've heard some NSX songs. Some of I like, some of I didn't. So by default, I guess I give it to Michael. RBS, Graphic Jack, yep. And I rejiggered the track list, added Causing a Commotion, some extended Causing a Commotion. That's that crazy eyebrow era. Causing a commotion. Tara, where and when did you and Pressure meet? Hope you don't mind me asking. No, this is cute. Me and Pressure met when we were 17 years old, and he was working at Burger King, and I was working at a fast food restaurant called Crystals. I saw him when I was on break. I went over to Burger King, believe it or not. I went to another fast food restaurant to go get something to eat, and he was making a Whopper or something. He was making some burgers, and he didn't see me though, but I saw him, and it was like the movies. Like I was like, who is that boy? Like, and I was trying so hard. Like, you know how you try to have like that eye power. You're like, oh, turn around, look at me, look at me. I was trying so hard to get his attention, but playing it cool, of course, at the same time. He never turned around at all. I remember I had ordered like a fries and a vanilla milkshake, but again, he was making burgers, so we had no interaction. And so I remember going back down to Crystals because it was kind of like in walking distance because I walked over there. Going back down to Crystals, telling my coworkers there, like, oh my gosh, I just met, like, well, I didn't meet him, but I just saw the cutest boy in the world, da da da. Like, he doesn't believe me when I tell him, but I was going crazy about him. And so, ironically, that night, as fate will have it, because I worked the drive through at Crystals, and so guys used to always try to like talk to me and stuff, like get my number when I was like, giving them their food and stuff. And so, anyway, that night I had gotten sick. Like it was fall. Like we met around like late October, November, early November, and I had gotten sick. Like I just was not feeling good. So I asked the manager to take me off drive through, and I worked the front. And working the front was something I never did because they had to like clean the tables and take out trash. And I'm like, take out trash? I don't do that at my house. Why would I do that at work? So anyway, I had to clean the bathroom too. It's like, ew, like what? So that night, I was cleaning the bathroom. I was cleaning the men's bathroom. And Crystal's was open 24 hours, but the inside would close at 11 o'clock. And I heard my manager talking to somebody telling them, we're closed. You want to order, you got to go around the drive through. And so I hear her, and I'm like, what's going on? And so I go out to the lobby, and I see him, and I say, it's him. Like my energy came back all of a sudden, right? So I'm like, it's him. That's the boy I was telling y'all about. And so they start laughing because he walked around to the drive-through like he ain't had no car. So he walked around to the drive-through on by foot, and he ordered his food. And so I remember like running back to like where the food was at and asking the cashier, like the cashier, I was like, hey, let me give him his food. And she was like, what? I said, just let me give him his food. Because again, I wanted to make some kind of connection with him, right? I had to talk to him. I had to. So I, give him his order or whatever. And I remember telling, this is something I never did. Like I never told boys they were cute. I told him, I said, "You're cute," and he said, "So are you." And then he took his food, he left. And so again, I just told y'all I was used to like guys hitting on me all the time. So when he didn't get my number, I was like, "What? Dang, he must got a girlfriend or something." Like, he didn't get my number. But he ended up coming back to Crystal's when I was working, like the next day, or the day after, and he got my number. And then this is the funny part about our story. So he didn't call me like that same night. It took him maybe a couple of days to call me. So I had two jobs. So I was working at CVS, and I used to be like poking holes in the candy bag when I was putting the candy on the shelf and eating the candy. So anyway, he called me, and so I knew it was him, of course, because I saved his number in my phone as the boy from Burger King. So I knew it was him. But when he called, he's like, "Yeah, yeah, this pressure." And I was like, "Who?" Like, pressure. I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know you." And I hung up the phone, right? And so he always say that I could have just totally dated our relationship that day, because he was like, he called me back. But in reality, he didn't have to call me back. He could have been like, "Oh, well, that's it." You know? But that was so funny because like I was just one of those girls, like he was the only boy who like I literally just saw like stars and I looked at him, like I said, straight up a movie. And my heart was just like a voice. I don't know, say it was God was just telling me like it's him. And little did we know that we would be married. But like that's how we started. Yep. Translational media. I found that Mike Douglas interview, by the way, with O&J. Great. Haven. Maybe you should mention that you have a large O&J playlist on your next reaction. Some new O&J fans seem to be finding you. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I have a large O&J collection, large Madonna collection. Like literally, y'all, I reacted to. YouTube says I've uploaded 2,000 in about 600 videos. So when people be like, "You react to this song," sometimes I don't remember because like I listen to so much music for real. Terry Graphic Jack, I did. All right, y'all have y'all conversation. E grew one day in the quiet. Check out an artist named Adrian Young. He is today's music genius. You won't be sorry. Noted. Terrell Young got all different color vinyl releases. Okay, Madonna go off vinyl. Cheryl Lynn loved that. All right. Uh, let's see. Thanks for taking the time to do this. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for joining. That's such a great track. Moo Moo Train. Oh, that's all. Yeah, Moo Moo Land. That's Justified and Ancient. Yeah. RBS. Dolly Parton was supposed to sing it, and she was touring. Whoa, so Dolly was supposed to be on Justified and Ancient? I could hear that though. Justified and Ancient. Because her and Timmy Wynette had that same kind of soft voice. Dolly more so sweet, but again, I always say Dolly has a sadness in her voice too. But Tammy just even more sadder, so to speak. RBS. Instant love me some Dolly, crazy eyebrow era. You mean who's that girl? Yes, man, Madonna eyebrows is crazy that era. Things like this big. Who's that girl? So cute. Your Burger King story, you two are so great together. Thanks, Terrell. Fast food love, like literally. Oh, lucky called back. Yeah, that's he tells me because he was like, I totally could have hung up the phone on you. Or like just never called you back, period. But I was like, oops, I don't know you. Bye. J-Lo, cute story about me and Pressure. Thanks for sharing. Yes, no doubt. I requested Amazing Grace by Miss Ross a few months back. Hoping you would find you hoping you would hit it by Xmas. I think you should bump it for the list for the holidays. If it's in April, yes. If not, I might get to it afterwards because I got what April, May, I think June because I paused up until November. That was by accident. So I react to those songs too. I love that Bird King story. I'm still waiting for my Emperor. One day, one day. And again, like, what is so crazy is, like, I was on, like, that Dynasty Alexis stuff. Like, I'm just never gonna marry. And they always say, like, love finds you, love hits you in the most unexpected places. And, Like I totally was not looking to fall in love, but when it hits you, it can't happen. Oh, J Lo, you good, you good, you good, you good. I'll get to it. All right, guys, we've been chatting for an hour 30 minutes. I gotta go now. Again, I'm uploading some stuff today, so y'all take some time to watch that stuff. Thank you guys so much for joining as well. Again, I love you guys. Thank you just for all the support, all the patience, all the well wishes, and just being so welcoming, just so cool, right? Again, I just always love this community as you guys are always knowledgeable, but also respectful of each other. Like we don't be beefing here. So again, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys later.